I like this song. Check it out. Why? By Superman. We should have more music and more beliefs like this. Okay, check it out. Anyways, I'm going to show you something else too though. So I love to grow. I've been growing since I was a little girl. This is my biggest plant, this one here, my tropical plant. It's about 10 feet tall. And it would be taller if my ceilings were taller one day. I have a grow system here. I have a couple baker's racks ready to go. I'm going to take out all these knickknacks in here and I'm going to get rid of them. And here. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. Oh, there's my dinosaur. My dinosaur. I love my dinosaurs. I love my dinosaurs, especially the long necked teeth. Okay, so anyways, so I've got my grow stuff out. I know it's only January 20th or whatever, but I've taken out some soil from my garden because it hasn't been very cold this winter, so it's not frozen, but I'm warming it up in here. So I've been just going through it, pulling out different weeds and roots and stuff like that. I'm putting down a basic layer so that it can dry and get warm layer by layer. I'm going to add another layer later. Now it's supposed to be about 70 degrees to grow seedlings, and it's supposed to be about 16 hours of light for them too, so I'm going to have to get some additional lights in here, but I figure I don't want to just have knickknacks and stuff. Sure, they're nice and stuff, but you know, what really matters is that we can grow in our house and enjoy vegetables all year round from our own growing and everything, so we're going to get the whole family involved. So this was cut. I'll have a link to, actually on the first video of Grow, I have a link to the video that shows you how to get all these started, but basically you just cut it a couple inches from the bottom, put them in water, and they start to grow. Same with these. So now I've transplanted them. It's been over a week and they grow really fast, so I just transplanted them yesterday after they've been sitting in water like this for about a week. And now I've got a new one started. You can see the growth starting in here. This is a romaine celery and it's getting started as well. Instead of just buying all my seeds, I've found some of these that I've had for a while, so I'm all ready for my garden this year. But I also save my own seeds, like these, the cantaloupe seeds. I just took all the guck and stuff from around them, I dried them up, and there I go. I have pear seeds if I want to get a couple fruit trees started, pear seeds, mixed apple seeds, and I have my red peppers, and I have other peppers here, and I have some here. So now the ones that I can start, because it's still early, like I said, it's only January 20th today. So I have my calendar set up. So I'm gonna start planting my other seeds inside the house in March. And if you plant, my neighbor Conjetta taught me this, the Italian lady that used to live next door. She has passed away, but she used to be like a grandma to us, and she taught me to plant according to the moon. And I understand why. I've done research and looked it up. It's very interesting if you want to look it up. So if you plant anything that grows above the ground, like fruits and vegetables that grow above the ground, you could plant those at the waxing moon, which is before the full moon as it's gathering more light, and that brings all the gravity up and grows. It's away with the full moon and the gravity. And if you plant after in the waning moon, that's after the full moon, as it starts to go down, then the gravity goes down. It starts to help all those roots and everything grow, and it also will help anything that grows underground, and like carrots and things like that. And I guess people have been getting enormous amounts of produce as a result of that. So I'm going to try that out this year. So I'm going to do some in March, and then the ones outside, once I plant them, see now April, this is the first day of spring, will be in, oh sorry, it's March 20th, the first day of spring, but it's too cold to grow outside. So April, the last day of frost expected this year is April 25th. Earth Day is on the 22nd, so I'm going to be having everything ready outside by then. I'm going to start to transplant some things, but basically I'm going to go by the waxing moon and the full moon and the waning moon in May. So what I have here, I have my wildflower garden ready to go. Some wildflowers. I'll be planting those later on, like I said, and I can start seeding and planting those inside, even using these planting cups because they're biodegradable. The roots will just grow out of them, so you can plant them right in the ground. Same with egg cartons, you can use stuff like that as well. I'm going to be using these for my green onions and different things like that on top of my windowsill here. I have tomatoes ready. I'm going to be doing in peppers, like I said. Now this pepper, I'm going to start early, and I'm going to start these now. Not this pepper, the pungent ones, really hot one, because it says harvest is 95 to 100 days to harvest. So I'm going to plant them inside, and I'm going to have them ready and plant them when they're taller outside. So this is ready for another layer as well. I've just been cleaning through this and going through that. And I just keep taking my water because vegetables really need water to grow. Lots of good water. Everything likes a little spray, especially so much water and celery. I mean, it makes sense to feed them with it. Try and give them as much sun as possible as well. And there you have it. There's some growing tips, and I'll show you the next steps when I have this room redone. This room is not going to be like that anymore. It's going to be awesome. Put it to some good use.
Lost a mother, lost a son, lost a friend, lost a brother. Way back they had a fight, never spoke hardly. Now they never get the chance to say I'm sorry. Somewhere a young woman just hit the stage. They throw dollar bills at her. She strips for days, she's getting paid, trying out different ways. She cries herself asleep and says it's okay. And somewhere there's a pastor who prays a lot, but sometimes it feels like heaven's gates are locked. Come Sunday, he's preaching all about his love, even though he knows his daughter's strung out on drugs. Somewhere